So with our guitar player, Natascha. No one saw that.
That was our first song.
So hi, my name is Natascha and this is CJ. This is our first open mic. The first song we're gonna play is our very first release song, and we've been trying to make music ever since. Here we go! DJ, hit it.
Natascha, she is a firecracker, and I love that she beats to her own drums. She's always loved music. I remember before, I think she was around 6 years old, we were just sitting and we were playing Taylor Swift, and then all of a sudden she just started performing in front of us, and it ended becoming like an hour-long performance.
She's extremely talented and very good at what she does. But almost more importantly, she's a joy to be around. Like, she's very kind and sweet and funny.
She's competitive. We can see that in the sports that she's doing and the music that she's trying to improve every time we record.
I think that little girl has been singing and dancing in her mom's womb. When she came out screaming into this world, it's like a song.
My name is Natascha Borromeo, and I live in BC, British Columbia, Canada. I am 16 years old in grade 11, and I'm a swimmer and a singer.
Whatever music she's listening to,
I think Natascha is driven by the sound.
so it's a the timeline.
And
now we can do this.
Wait, can you go up one? No. Up one maybe? No. Never mind.
We did the snaps.
Oh,
okay, well listen to it. Okay, so when you listen to the one that you did, that one.
look what I got.
what is it? Yeah, for sure. Oh, is it your
Yeah,
camera? Oh, shit.
For covers, let's go. My core values are honesty, family, trust, and respect. And kindness. Don't forget kindness. Most days I have morning practice swimming. I would go to school and then I swim again in the afternoon. And any time that I get, I like to listen to music constantly on the drives and also do homework, of course. The first song I've ever written? It was probably some unnamed voice memo in the car when I was 9. And I would just turn on the record and I would just sing random things into the microphone. Yeah. I have a bunch of lyrics memos on my notes. and there's all the secrets and the treasures there. I would really love to release an EP in the next year. I hope so. If I can promote my songs enough that we can release one, that'd be amazing. Topics for the EP could be like love or family, and probably also resilience, I think would be a nice thing that I could write on as well. The first song that I ever learned was Your Love Is My Drug by Kesha. I memorized it when I was 3 years old, dancing on the bed and singing along to it. I love playing the piano. I did lessons for a while when I was younger, but classical music didn't really suit me that much.
Even after she finished taking the lessons, she continued to play after school or whenever she can, if she needs to decompress. When we are at parties, she would also try to sing while my husband plays the drums and his friends play the guitar.
We take advantage and enjoy it when they're practicing, when we have gatherings, and it just makes us happy when they're playing.
Our family is very close. We're all very busy, but we like to have dinners together.
And we also try to visit my husband's family, my in-laws.
As I got older, the views of my family did change, especially that of my mom.
My name is Jane. I'm Natascha's mom. I was originally from the Philippines and we moved here when I was 13 years old.
As a teenager, it got a little bit more annoying when she would nag me and she'd always tell me things to do. But I've realized that she's actually really just trying to help me. Even if it's a bit annoying to me in the moment, it'll pay off in the end and I'll thank her.
You guys want to see a video of Natascha dancing? No, when she was dancing. Do you have that?
I have everything. You just have to look for it. I just don't know.
It was just the funniest thing ever.
I keep everything. Like, how can you delete photos of the kids, like, when they're like goofing around, dancing, singing? It's like...
My aunt inspires me a lot. The things that she's been through, along with my mom as well, it would really tear a person down. But she stays so positive all the time, and she just fills everybody else up with that positivity. It's contagious.
So my name is Grace Russell. I'm Natascha's aunt. Her mom is my sister. We came from the Philippines and came to Canada, sponsored by our mom when we were in high school.
We came from Laguna. Tagalog is our main dialect, but my husband and his mom do speak Ilocano. He's from Pangasinan, so it's a different dialect.
When my dad was about 1 year old, his mom left so that she could raise money.
By the time his mom sponsored him here to Canada, he was already 15.
Introduced to a whole new country, 15 years later, meeting his mom, was a lot.
When my mom left to Canada, I was 6 years old. We grew up with my grandparents. So when we were finally moving here,
it was exciting and it's also sad.
I didn't really have much of a relationship with her from when I was 6 years old until I was 13. So when I came here, I had to almost get to know her because she was a stranger to me.
The adjustment was difficult, but as we had our own children, then we could relate, like her frustrations, having a teenager and getting to know her kids again.
My grandmas are both very, very selfless, and they're always cooking meals for us and helping keep the house warm and clean. It's a really nice atmosphere to be around them. Usually when I like to sing with my grandma, I'll sing Tagalog songs to try to get her to sing along. So that's also a way that we connect.
Bakit laging ganito? Kailangan magkailangan.
Having Filipino roots, we have love of entertainment, Filipinos love to sing, they love to dance, they love music, they love to laugh.
Filipinos love karaoke. It's part of every house parties that you get to. Whether they can or cannot sing, they sing.
I'm very, very proud to be Filipino. When I see other Filipinos that are really honing their crafts, I feel so proud. And singing in Tagalog too makes me feel awesome.
So basically this song is like, it's saying I don't want to grow old. Ayokong tumanda, so I don't want to get older. Ayokong tumanda kung hindi ka kasama. I don't want to grow old without you. So it's like, if you're not going to be with me, then I don't want to grow old and die. So it's a really sweet song.
We used to live in Surrey, but my husband worked in North Vancouver and I worked in downtown. And when Natascha was about to start school, we felt we cannot leave her in Surrey from 6 in the morning until 6 at night. She ended up going to school in North Vancouver, and so she was part of our daily commute.
Hi, my name is Natascha Borromeo. I love my dad and I can't wait to spend time with him. So this is a song for him. I'm excited to sing. I'm excited to sing.
Every morning about an hour and every night about an hour back home. The spark happened when in car rides with my dad, so he would just turn on music and I'd listen to that for 2 hours every day. That really influenced me.
Alan, my husband, he loved music.
And he learned the guitar when he was young, so that was the first instrument that I was kind of introduced to. But he's also a drummer as well.
He got some of his friends together and they kind of started a band.
So when we go to family gatherings, he picks up the sticks and they jam all together while I sing. It's really awesome.
I think we're playing, what's it called? What's that? Oh my goodness. Post Malone. We were trying to.
Some unexpected experiences that I've had would probably be the making of my song. I signed up for the wrong course, composition and production, and it's basically a music making class. I thought it was a film class. And I went in on the first day and I didn't know anybody. Then as the course continued, I met these two people.
So we met at school. We were taught like about music production, like how you write songs, you know, everything. I'm German. I produce, make music. I put everything on the platforms. I shoot photos, covers for Natascha. I remember the first time I heard her sing a song on the piano in class. Like I didn't expect anybody like to be this advanced making music. And then like it was end of school and we're like, yo, yeah, we gotta make a song together. First, it was me and Natascha, but then that's where we met CJ. All right. I remember just in class when Natascha asked him to play this riff, and he just played it straight away, like.
My name is CJ. I'm 17 and I play the guitar. I play guitar with Natascha, and I like to experiment a bit with sounds and hang out with my friends. We first started talking about making music together in the class.
So a lot of our assignments were like making songs and making beats. And I would constantly tell them like, hey guys, I love your stuff. Like, how did you do this thing and how did you do that thing?
And then she just texted me saying like, hey, what are you doing? I'm hanging out with German making some music. Do you want to come over and play the guitar? And I was like, okay, yeah, for sure.
So we all just came to my house, stacked up a couple shoe boxes to put a microphone on so I could sing.
that's when we came up with the last few weeks. We got together, talked about some stuff first, type of like what the vibe was going to be.
CJ was just playing a couple guitar riffs until he landed on something that we really liked.
We wanted a pretty simple chord progression and then settled on just this A major 7 chord. And then wanted to do this little like, that kind of thing.
The whole process of writing the melody is like kind of fast. I can make a beat in like half an hour, but the whole refining, recording, going back and forward takes a long time.
And then we wanted to add, Gurman suggested just adding some little textures, so I just went like this over top. And that became the intro, and then we had it going like quietly throughout, and then just some little like that in the background. And then when the like pre-chorus came, I wanted to do this kind of thing, like.
We never made a song before together, so that first time was kind of just experimenting with things. And I had to write the lyrics in like less than an hour, but I thought they were pretty good for the first time. Yeah.
So yeah, that was just like the root and the third from a B major chord, but over the A, so it had a little kind of like suspended 2 kind of feel, and then back just to like the root and the third of the E. Oh, actually, it's kind of funny, the next bit, the bit where it goes like, I didn't even know we were recording at that point. I was just doing that along to the Natascha's vocals, and then Gurman just secretly pressed record and was like, we're using that. So we put that in, and then over top of that, I was doing this kind of thing. And then that's when the string of Natascha's old guitar broke, the high E string, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll switch it an octave lower. So then it became like this.
For my lyrics, I like to listen to the track first to see if I can kind of grab a melody from it. Once I get a melody, I'll just press the record on voice memos and just close my eyes and try to figure out lines or mumbling words that would go with it until I find something. Then when I catch on to like a syllable or a rhythm that makes sense to me, then I'm like, okay, what words would fit in this? And then I write it down on the paper.
And then I think it might have been Natascha suggested that I try a solo. So then it ended up being this.
The lyrics for the last few weeks are really about how nothing lasts forever. We wrote it mid-summer to the end of summer, and I could just feel that really nice 2 months of break and fun, that it was gonna end, you know. On to the next adventure.
Ever since she took that course, it was almost like she was given permission to write her music, that she really realized that I can do this.
I haven't played it in a while. That's how we wrote last few weeks.
One of the challenges that I've had with music is like being able to make enough time for it.
It was difficult, yeah. I mean, she's busy, I'm busy, CJ's busy too.
Especially Natascha, she's like swimming all the time, going off winning like swim competitions.
Natascha Borromeo.
I would consider myself a very competitive person. You might not be able to tell because I smile a lot and I laugh, but deep in my mind I'm like, I have to beat you.
My mom was sitting in the pool and saw the otters swim team practicing. And so she just asked around what that was and if her granddaughter could join. And they said, okay, well, why don't she try out? And she got in. And then she's really good at it.
To me, swimming is so important. It's not everything, but It's a huge part of my life. I've been swimming since I was 8, and I'm 16. It's been 8 years, so that's half my life that I've been swimming.
And when she started winning medals and ribbons, it was very exciting, and I thought that I need to put it somewhere so then before she goes to her practice, she can be reminded of her accomplishments. Even when she arrives from a hard, busy schedule, then she can always just look at it and she'll know that, you know, she's working towards something.
With swimming, it's been kind of a love-hate relationship thing. Before COVID, I was not in a good state. I really hated swimming and I didn't want to go to practices. I was crying a lot. It was just a struggle. But then once COVID hit, I kind of take it as a blessing because I realized how much I missed it because I didn't swim at all. And I was just like dying to get back in the pool.
When her swimming gets difficult, I always try to remind her nothing is permanent. If this is what you want to do right now, give it your all. If it works out, that's great. If it doesn't, it's okay. At least you know that you've tried. Because I think the greatest regret is not trying.
I was at the Canadian Olympic Trials, the biggest competition of my life. And I was going up to swim my first event, my best event, 100 backstroke. I dove in, I was excited, I got going, I touched the wall. And I found out that I had been disqualified.
When her swimming gets difficult and she can look at it, she'll know she's working towards something.
It really threw me off for my next event, which was 50 back. I didn't do very well. So I was supposed to go in for B finals, but then my idol, a Filipino swimmer, her name is Kyla Sanchez, she actually scratched out of the A finals for 50 back. So I got to swim with like the top 8 in the country. And I placed 5th against an Olympian, Kylie Mas.
I think coming from the Philippines, you kind of realize that the world is your oyster. We really wanted her to know that if she wants to swim, she wants to sing, or whatever it is that she really wanted to do, she can do it.
The pipe dream would probably be like a really big dream. I would want to do a world tour. Yeah, and because my love for music honestly really stems from being able to perform in front of people. I love the genuineness of it, being in the moment, my heart beating really fast, but people still being open to listen to me sing.
I think that Natascha can definitely build that connection with the audience because she got the character, she got the voice, and the music.
I should probably go on the left so I don't whack you in the head with this.
Tonight's event at Palm Street, we're hosting an open mic night. One thing we really love is the opportunity to give artists the space to get up in front of people and perform. So for some artists, they come in, they've done big shows, they're very experienced in performance. For other artists, this is sometimes their first time, and so we're always excited when this can be the first time that someone gets a chance to really step out in front of a group of people. Tonight, we're especially excited about the opportunity to have Natascha in the space, and such a young, talented musician and creative, and we're really excited to really just enjoy the moment where she really gets to share her gift with people that she knows and a lot of people she doesn't know.
Well, my name is Sam, and I am part of Phantom Sound Media, and we've been running a bunch of events here at Palm Street Studios. And I guess you could say I'm a creator, a digital creator who just wants to help other artists perform to the maximum level of creativity.
My name is Colin Cuthbert. I am the other half of Phantom Sound Media and one of the owners of Palm Street Studios.
That was our first song.
So hi, my name is Natascha and this is CJ.
This is our first open mic. So, we've been making music for about a year. We met in like music class. I feel like I'm telling my whole life story. CJ, hurry up!
Alright, I'm going.
I want to hear music, not my life story.
I mean, you got a pretty interesting life story.
So, my full name is Natascha Borromeo. Oh, my Instagram is Natascha Borromeo.
And so is your Spotify.
That's the important part.
Borromeo.
CJ, just.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Here we go. DJ, finish.
I think Natascha is driven by the sound and the feeling that the music creates, and sharing that feeling that's like can only be communicated through music, that now she can get it out and other people can see too.
She's passionate about what she's doing. I don't think she would be doing this if she didn't care.
The music that she makes will be reflected off her current experiences. So it's almost recording the timeline of her experiences.
I guess summer can't last forever. Roll down the window, swear life can't get better.
I think that whoever's going to reach her music, her songs, will touch their life the way it touched ours.
3 words to describe Natascha. She's very resilient, she's kind, and she's a great communicator.
Vibrant, kind, and determined. She's very determined.
She's competitive, passionate, and creative.
Natascha is strong. Natascha is kind. Natascha's love.
Just a reminder, that was all live. It's crazy. Pardon? Even the drums. Even the drums. You have a drummer behind you. You can't see him. I think 3 words I would use to describe myself is kind, unique, and resilient.
I think what sets us apart from the older generation of artists is our access to music is huge, and also our ability to record our own stuff. We kind of have like a little recording studio in a computer.
I think, you know, when your parents used to say that you can do anything, with this generation, they can truly do anything. You can have truly anything you ever want to do without as many resources.
I think it's the connection that we have right now. I can work with people that are in Russia, in Korea. It's just the amount of minds you can reach.
I think it's not just the generation that sets apart the young and the old. It's the events that's going on around us at the time of your age. With Natascha, she could enlighten that generation with her perception of what's going on around her and her experiences at this time.
I think that what sets me apart from the older generation of artists is that I have a new perspective on things. Because as generations go on, there's always going to be new things that happen with the younger generation, and being able to have a new perspective, since we're always learning as humans and as a society, that I can have a different take on things.